Hey guys, and welcome to another build video for the Fanhome, or I'll tell you, Build a Megazord collection. This time, issues 8 and 9. Okay guys, so for those of you who are familiar with these videos and have been watching as they've been uploaded, I've already done one of these legs. If you're watching them in the order of the playlist, I haven't done one of these legs. It's basically Fanhome did not bring this stuff out in order. This is from package 2, which supposed to have arrived in December, and it arrived around the 18th, I think it is, of February. So just a little bit late. So we're going to get into the leg today. And as I'm already sort of familiar with it, it's going to be a little bit easier than it was the first time. If I just grab my tweezers, there's a couple of small bits that are going to be in this. So we start off with this piece, which they're calling a metal spindle. You can see here, got one wedge shaped bit and one hexagon shaped bit. This does rotate, and we merely take this piece, and once it's lined up, push it in. And if I remember last time, just using the end of the screwdriver just to help push it in. There you go, and it sits in quite nicely, just in there. Next we'll take the wheel, put this into place, and take two of the screws and screw it in. So like I say, once it's in place, there'll be one screw in each of these two holes. And just get the end in, that'll be fine. Just seat it so then it's easier to screw in. There we go. Or it can just jump out again like that. Don't prove me wrong. So you can try and make it easy for yourself, and the parts won't cooperate. And there you have that part in nicely. Next, we'll take these two pieces, and believe it or not, it goes in really easily. You've got a notch there and a hole there, and they just go together nicely. This will then come into this part here with this peg going through this hole, and using a screw into that middle hole in the wheel, just screw it into place. So then give you a nice firm hold on this part, which is covering two screws that's holding this whole piece into place. Now, just to finish it off, take the end back piece. Now that's interesting, because the last one of these I had, which was actually for the other leg, which if you're watching this in order, I haven't done yet. If you're watching it in order of when they came out, then I've already done it and you've seen it. But there's a lot of like circular marks on the other one, which this one doesn't have. This one is pretty much pristine. Interesting. So it's got 4 holes there, which will line up with this. Pop it on there, and it's simply a case of using the remaining 4 screws and just tightening it all together. So if I just pop the screws in, there you have it, all screwed into place, all nice and secure, and that's it for the first issue. Moving on to issue 9, again, this is something I've already done if you've seen the future videos. But now I've got tweezers so I can actually pull these things out properly. So we have this piece here, and we'll put another one of these spindles into it, and again just using the back of the screwdriver to make sure that I push it in properly, and also making sure it's the right way round, as can be seen in the instructions. Almost in. Needs a little bit more. And there you go. That is now in quite nicely. Next stage is to take the 2 pieces of the foot, take the top part, put it upside down, and hook this piece we've just done into it, and the bottom part of the foot comes in nicely. Now taking the screws, take one of them, pop it in, and let's just tighten that up. That now gives you 4. That is in nice and solidly. So we now need to take this piece that we did with the last issue, take this piece out, and we're going to want the piece with this bit. So if you look at these, they're mostly the same, but this one has got this longer piece coming through. So when we put this bar into the rectangle hole there, this will line up with this sort of smiley face. As you can see there, it's going to come right through the middle, squeeze it in, and that's going to be right there. And now this piece, again, you've got a rectangle part on there and a rectangle part in there, and it will just go in nicely. You just push it in, and you can take the other side of this, line it all up, you give it a nice squeeze down the bottom, that will help the ankle joint close up, and you'll see you've got 2 screw holes, one by the ankle and one by, I guess, the knee. Screws go in. So this top one, this knee one, will go into that long part, which obviously will limit the movement of the knee. But obviously that is a good thing because you don't want it moving too much. See, you're going to have this movement here. And the final screw will be just above the ankle. And that will hold everything in place there. So that is nice and tight. We have movement and articulation of the knee and ankle for this leg joint. So now, just to finish it off, we've got this piece here, which is a square with a small circle on, a little square bit there. And on the back side, it's got a little lip just here, which will come into the hole just beneath, and that will just clip in. And okay, this time it is going somewhere. Right, let me just grab my glue. Okay, and let's just put that in. I really hate this particular type of glue because it is very messy. I need to get myself some better super glue. But that will now hold that in. And the other part will be this piece. And I'll just put a little bit of glue on, just to be on the safe side. And that will come in right here. Just push it in. I don't think I actually needed the super glue, but oh, I've got a bit on my thumb so I can't touch anything. Just mark the underside of the leg there. Whoops. Yeah, that is now in place, and we're just left with this piece, which I'm not going to put it in, but will eventually cover there. And that glue on my thumb is already dried. And just to, like, there we go, there is the other leg, which will be done in the next video if you're watching it in order. Spoiler alert. And of course, this will eventually sit like this. Just giving you an idea, I mean, this is my hand next to it. That is basically how big the foot is going to be. Trying to find something that's recognisable size. There's an Xbox controller. Or if we stay on brand, there, if I move the instructions out of the way, there's a Dragon Dagger, the original 93 one. So the foot size is going to be almost the length of the, well, slightly more than the length of the blade. I'd say this is going to be a hell of a model, and this is just 1 foot. So when this is standing in here, this is going to be, I'll be on this side facing me. Yes, that's going to be there, and then Triceratops is going to be there. This is, I'm starting to wonder if I built this big enough. Oh well, we'll find out in time. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.